so far. But Yahweh Shai, nothing's impossible, man. He can make you do all types of wonderful things, man. Really, the point is just going out to the highways and the byways and getting more knowledge, man. Increasing in the truth. You know, we're not here to be a fucking football star. We're not here to try to see who can jump the farthest, run the fastest, dance the best. You know, we're in here to increase from glory to glory, talking about these precepts, these scriptures. You still have it? Go ahead and read it one more time.
Philippians 2:13. For it is the Most High which worketh in you both to will and to do of his good pleasure.
Read it again, I'm sorry.
For it is the Most High which worketh in you both to will and to do of his good pleasure.
To do his will and his good pleasure, man. You can't do it without him. And if you do, you're going to get to that stopping point and give up. You will give up. All right?
This is Sirach 20 and 28. He that tilleth his land shall increase his heat. You know, talking about Sirach 20 and 28. He that tilleth his land shall increase his heat. And he that
right, because you gotta keep putting in work. You gotta till that ground, and you're gonna increase. You know, you're gonna have a big bulk in your barn. You're gonna have enough wheat. You're gonna have enough rice. You know, the things that are, you know, sufficient for you in that proper season that you're gonna need. Go ahead.
And he that pleaseth great men shall get pardon for iniquity.
He that what?
And he that pleaseth great men shall get pardon for iniquity.
You're gonna get pardon of iniquity because those great men are Yahweh Shai. You gotta please Yahweh Shai. And that's coming out to the highways and the byways and presenting yourself a living sacrifice, man. Put in work. Not just fucking sitting at home and not doing nothing and saying, oh, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. Going to parties, going to the bars and the clubs still, and then you get drunk and you get in the spiritual mode and you want to tell people about the nation of Israel, who the true people are. That's not enough, man. That's vain. That's going out the window. You're just jacking yourself up more. When all you need to do is stop the shit that you're doing and come into the highways and the byways and give it up. Surrender yourself to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, the higher power.
Presents and gifts line the eyes of the wise and stop up his mouth that he cannot reprove. You know, like real quick, just because you get to a certain point in the spirit doesn't mean it satisfies the Most High in Yahweh Shai or satisfies the men of the Lord at all. You got to keep going. You can't, and I say this to myself, you can't just stop and just say that that's good enough. You can't, just because the scriptures say that there's one measure of that he can eat the meat and one that he just skillful on the herbs and the, you know, it doesn't give you an excuse to just be like, okay, I just know the milk, that's all I'm gonna need to learn. I can't get above it, so I'm not gonna try to. You know?
You gotta push yourself. You gotta keep pushing yourself for that incorruptible crown. Because this book, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, what did we say last weekend that is like rubies? It's like to be compared to rubies, you know, ornaments. You know what I'm saying? A helmet, a shield, a sword. So it's like a crown too. You gotta run and put in work for this crown to be crowned by Yahweh Shai with glory. Not fucking using excuses. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can't push. You can't over push yourself because your mind will not be ready for it. So you gotta take it day by day. Stay with the herbs. And then eventually, one day you're like, damn, now I'm understanding certain things. Just because you don't understand one in the beginning doesn't mean you won't understand later on. You gotta let things, that the Spirit guide you. But at the same time, because you're gonna come in between all that, you're gonna be faced with certain things like being lazy, you know, your body's feeling weak, your mind's feeling weak, you know, it's too hot outside, it's too cold outside, you know, I'm too tired from work, but then what do you gotta do? You gotta keep fighting, you gotta keep praying, and then boom, you're gonna be released from that pressure, and you're like, damn, you're gonna look back, you're like, it was that easy. all I had to do was just keep, all I had to do was just, just keep going and do what I was doing, and then eventually, newer and better things were gonna be shining out to me, or made known to me. Go ahead.
It said, wisdom that is hid and treasure that is poured up.
But that scripture, you read that one before it?
Presence and gifts blind the eyes of the wise.
Right, and that don't, and like Nathaniel 7, the IUIC camp, the GOCC camps, they're the blind, they were wise at one time, if I'm not mistaken, because they all called on the name of Yahweh Shai. But now they were given gifts. Now they're fucking agents. They might not be agents for the FBI or CIA or the government, but they're agents for Satan, man. And they're deceiving people, man. So you have no excuse. You have no excuse. And it's evident that the Bible, his name is Yahweh Shai, man. It's evident, man. It's not Yeshaya. His name ain't Yeshaya. Nor is the Most High's name Jehovah or Yahweh or Ahaya, Ashar, Ahaya. It's not none of that, man.
It says, wisdom that is hid and treasure that is hoarded up. What profit is in them both?
Read that part again.
Wisdom that is hid and treasure that is hoarded up. What profit is it? What profit is in them both?
Oh, what profit is it to you to put away those gifts? It's just gonna be there and what? Be of no use? Everything has a use. Everything that you can find, man. I watched that movie, the Lord of War, with Nicolas Cage, and when he was importing weapons and stuff in this big ass airplane, and they were going over the I believe it was Africa, and then a fighter jet came down, and saw that there was a aircraft that was in an area where they weren't supposed to be flying. They were spotted. So he ended up landing out in the fucking desert, in the wilderness. And when he landed on that little dirt road, all those Africans went and started taking out all the weapons because he was gonna get in trouble. So the cops ended up showing up. They left him out there that whole night. While he crashed out, those Africans came at night and fucking took everything from that airplane. Everything. There was nothing left of that airplane. Basically nothing left of that airplane. In one night. So everything has a use. You can't just throw it away and put it away. Because that's what profit is it to you? What profit is that? The Most High is going to be very disappointed. He will destroy your ass for that. He will bug you out for that. Go ahead.
Wisdom that is hoarded or that is hid and treasure that is hoarded up. What profit is in them both? Better is he that hideth his folly than a man that hideth his wisdom.
Yeah, it's better to hide your stupidity and your fucking, your annoying ass ways than your wisdom, man. Because wisdom is what profits. Knowledge is what profits somebody, man. That's the whole point of being human beings is learning and feeding one another with knowledge and information, not being a fucking idiot, But that's Esau. Esau's so pissed off because the Most High turned him over to a fucking caveman like that. Now he wants to fucking make you Negro Latinos like that because he was turned over to that at one time. It was the 13th tribe. I read that book, and it gives an account of, I think it was an Ishmaelite that went and took to the Caucasus Mountains, and he gave him a report on what he saw, how they lived, man. And he said that they lived, they were filthy. Filthy ass fucking people, man. And they worship dicks, man. Their women were fucking filthy, nasty. I haven't read. I think that book is I forget the author's name, but I think I want to say like his last name was Collister. Author. often call us, if I'm not mistaken, the 13 tribes. That account is in that book, man. When he went up there and he witnessed on how those Edomites lived.
It said necessary patience and seeking the Lord is better than he that did his lifetime died. It's like we're talking about pushing yourself. You need patience. Because like, let's think about it like this. You get the wisdom, we get this wisdom. Well, think about how herbs, milk, and meat are. Milk and herbs are for what? Well, milk is to get you stronger, and herbs are to heal you. But then the meat is what? After you're healed, so you can get stronger. Just think about it like that with the truth. You gotta take your time in this truth, because like the brother read or quoted earlier from that scripture in I believe Timothy's, where it said that the flesh profiteth little, but
Bodily exercise.
or no, bodily exercise is profitable little, but godliness is profitable unto all things.
Yeah.
That's this, man. This is gonna profit you in the end. So you gotta take it, because we're gods, but we haven't actually been a god, you know, like the scripture say in Psalms. So we gotta take it slow. We don't know how to take that.
The word God, in that sense, is talking about powers, man. You know, judges. But to be a God, like Yahweh has spiritual powers, we're not there yet. But we are like gods, because the word God, all it means is a power, a judge. You know, angel. What does an angel mean? Messenger. We are those things. I got Luke 19. And this is the parable when Yahweh gave those talents to those certain individual men. Luke 19 and 20. And another came saying, Lord, behold, here is thy pound, which I have kept up, laid in a napkin. For I feared thee, because thou art an austere man. Thou takest up that thou laidest not down, and reapest that thou didst not sow. That's earlier what I was talking about. Yahweh Shai, he don't need nothing from you. He can come down here and take whatever he wants. You built it, he'll come and throw it down if he wants to. He's like I'm not saying Yahweh Shai is a bully, but someone build up a sandcastle and there's a kid that comes and just kicks it, knocks it down, you know? But Yahweh Shai is just though. Yahweh Shai are just men. They're not like that. But they can do whatever as they will, man. Luke 19 and 21. For I fear thee, because thou art an austere man. You want to break down that word austere?
Well, austere means to be morally strict. You know, like the brother was saying, you people y'all can't come out here and represent a power that's like that. Because I was going to talk about it today, man. You ever notice, man, with these Edomites particular, you know, like on these commercials, these radio commercials, you hear people advertising, they're always like, and you can come and buy $1 for just 500 pounds. You know, they talk like that, man. They talk with that gay ass voice. And how much not like that, man? If he wants you to get something, he'll tell you like, hey, well, if you want to do it like this, you got to do it like that. Or, hey, if you don't do this, I'm gonna do this. You got the guide, you got the law to tell you that. If you don't listen to me, I'm gonna do exactly what the law says. He doesn't come in.
There's no guile. There's no enticement.
Yeah.
He's not trying to entice you, seduce you. That's what these advertisements are. They're out there to, you know.
But it's like too, also like when you go up to someone today, man. I know for one, me and the brothers, or me, this brother, and when we meet the brothers, we don't come up to brother and we're like, hey, how are you doing? You know, that's how they talk, man. That's how all you people out here talk today. When I see someone today and I don't know, but we bump into each other, we're like, oh, I'm sorry, you know. Howard Shai's not like that, man. He can play like that. He can play around. He was like that with the apostles. When they sat down and drank, he was like that with the men that deserved to have it like that, because they understood, they knew when they obeyed him. But to the rest of y'all, he ain't like that. But in all, yeah, he's morally strict. You don't like it. You don't tolerate a man who comes and like the brothers, you know, who just kicks down his creation like that, or kicks down or throws away the laws. He's not like that. He's not about America the way it is, because that's what America does. America says they're built upon his values. No, they're not. That's why he's pissed, because they did go against his morals.
Yeah, they're shitting on this book, man. That's basically what they're doing.
They had the white man had a movement in burning the law. They burned the books. It tells you that in Maccabees. They burned the Bible, man.
They're gonna do that today, man.
These what they call them, rituals. There you go, rituals.
They do it today, but it's just not like an it's not enough to where they want to publicize it on, or advertise it on the news.
Yeah.
They don't care about the Bible, man. They love to be under the spirit of Esau, man.
You know that they make you put your left hand on the Bible when you go into court.
And then that word austere too is to be angry. A man that's not really to be desired to be around. Yahweh Shai, man, he's not fucking playing, man. Yahweh Shai is with today. Don't look at me and say that I'm bitter. Oh, you're just bitter. No, okay, whatever. But Yahweh Shai, they have no idea, man. Yahweh Shai is very angry, man. Very angry. I'm gonna keep reading it. Luke 19:22. Thou knewest 22, and he said unto him, out of thine own mouth will I judge thee, thou wicked servant. Thou knewest that I was an austere man, taking up that I laid not down, and reaping that I did not sow.
And so it says that out of thy own mouth shall you be judged. All you people are going to be judged for what you done. Because there was at one time Esau did know about the Most High and how he was. I mean, he knows, but I'm saying he knew he was living somewhat civilized. In the beginning, when Esau actually was alive, actual Esau himself, he lived civilized. He came to Jacob. Jacob feared him, but when Esau, he came and hugged him. He lived civilized. But what happened over time? He started
his children came out, and they're the ones that just, that wickedness is what showed forth out of the children.
Yep.
Sinners, the children. The children of sinners. Verse 23. Wherefore then gavest not thou my money into the bank? Wherefore then gavest not thou my money into the bank? That at my coming I might have required my own with usury?
See, because this man right here, that's what I was reading in the Shabbat. He should have just shouldn't have given the money back. He could have, Yahweh Shai could have gotten it back out the bank, given it to another man, and they could have increased with that. He could have increased it with that servant. But no, or like what y'all do today, y'all hold it up, y'all use it for your own self-benefits, That's why the Most High, that's why he said that right there, because you think that you can just go on in life talking about the Bible or thinking you have knowledge, perverting the gospel, there's going to be no judgment. No. You're going to deal with those consequences. That's why he's angry, because he's got all these people having the word Bible or God in their mouth, and they're perverting it.
Verse 24, and he said unto them that stood by, take from him the pound and give it to him that had 10 pounds. And they said unto him, Lord, he had 10 pounds. For I say unto you that unto everyone which hath shall be given, and from him that hath not, even that he shall be taken away from him. But those my enemies which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me.
And that's a beautiful scripture, man, because in the end, man, your lives are going to be stripped away. Your lives are going to be horribly, ferociously taken away from you, man. You're going to die, man, with no way of trying to beg for your life. Just nothing. And you know what? Good. You deserve that because you want to live your life like the bastards you are today, man. You wanted to be corrupt and evil, manipulative. That's your judgment. That's the outcome of your 2/3 and your other nation's lives. Because you wanted to trample, you wanted to profane, abuse, mock, scoff, whatever, all those words, man. You wanted to do that on the Bible. And just because you do it to a people doesn't mean not doing it to Yahweh Shai. scriptures tell you that in Zephaniah, or Zechariah, that you're touching the Most High's eyes when you touch us men. All right. So you've been caught in every area that you can try to get, that you can try to wiggle your way around. So you're gonna be slaves, man.
This is Matthew 12 and 30. He that is not with me is against me, and he that gathereth not with me scattereth abroad.
And he that is not with me scattereth abroad, man. You just scatter people. That's why we're scattered as we are today, because you didn't want to keep the foundation, or the foundations of what you really were from the beginning. This would have kept you together. The truth would have kept you together had you obeyed the Most High. But look at us now. We're scattered. We're looking at.
Let's go to wicked pastors. Wicked ass man, like Nathaniel said, GOCC, Kofi, you had all them different ones. Now you got this dude's getting on my fucking nerves, man. The Sakari dude, man. He's jumping on that same bandwagon, man. Acting like he's more enlightened, and he can come up against the ones that spread this knowledge and truth to us. Those are those ones, man.
But you scatter, man. You scatter because there could be a potential man out there trying to learn, but they come across you because Satan's messing with him, but he may not be strong enough, and he fall out because of you. But it says, "He that is not with me is against me." So we already know, man. That dude Sakari, man, you're a disgrace to your house, man.
Proud too, man.
Yeah,
you're proud as hell, man. I see it in your eyes, man. I've dealt with guys. And before coming into the truth, now that same eye, that look in your eye, I know that eye, man. I know that look. You're proud, man.
You know what, man? You look like this dude that down here in San Angelo, Sebastian. You remember Sebastian?
I know Sebastian.
You look just like this guy. Because the look he's talking about, I know what he's looking like. It's like this, it's just glowing your eye, man. And I see it on that dude Sebastian when I used to know this guy. But I mean, man.
You're not humble, man. The point is you're not humble. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are all wicked, man. All you guys that rise up against the brothers that are coming in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, that title themselves GMS, y'all are evil, man. And I see it, man. You speak real proud, man. Even Nathaniel 7, he's a proud fucking dude, man, Nathaniel. And I honestly don't believe he's a part of the elect. He's said too much shit already, man. He's done too much. Shit. When's enough, But those men are set up to be stumbling blocks to you other guys that are looking for the truth. But the elect are still going to be gathered up. This is Proverbs 18 and 9.
This is chapter 16, Sirach chapter 16, verse 11. And if there be one stiff-necked among the people, it is marvel if he escape unpunished.
Yeah, it's a marvel, man. You're lucky if you escape, man. Go ahead.
It is a marvel if he escape unpunished. For mercy and wrath are with him. He is mighty to forgive, to pour out displeasure. As his mercy is great, so is his correction also. He judgeth a man according to his works.
Oh, you're going to be judged according to your works, man. And if you're leading brothers to astray and not in the proper doctrine, then you're marked, man. According to what the scriptures say, mark that man and label him a heathen. And I saw a recent video of that dude, Sakari, openly in video saying that Nile Satter and what's his name? Yeah, him, and then the other one, the new one that came out, another Kemet. It says it from that they're African, Polite. That they're his brothers. Where in the Bible does it say that? It says you can't dine eat at the same table of the Lord and devils, man. They teach Egyptology. And I read your comment saying that, oh, well, you rebuke them, so you're showing them love. No, but that has nothing to do with the love that the Bible says to show within the brotherhood, the householders of the same household of faith. See, that's a wicked ass man to be justifying and doing shit like that, man. I don't say anybody out here is my brother. The only brothers that I have are in the truth and that come in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, that are basically more likely under the title GMS, because that's who we learn from.
It says, but he judged a man according to his works. Now, the whole thing with that talent, you know, what kind of, because like there was an example with Yahweh Shai, when they killed Yahweh Shai, when Judas Iscariot gave the money back to the chief priests and the Pharisees, they said that they couldn't use it because it was basically blood money. They used that. So you know, you got blood money, man. That's what y'all got. You got corrupted money. It's not gonna. You can't use that. You can't use that to get your way into the kingdom of heaven. We're coming out with pure gold, with pure money, pure tokens. Only the kind of ticket that can get you on a chariot, Lord will. You're using counterfeit money. You know, money with like they had money with like black dust on it and stuff. That's what you're doing, man. But that's your type of works. We see your works. You know what kind of works you're putting out. And you're going to be judged according to those works. It says, the sinner shall not escape with his spoils, and the patience of the godly shall not be frustrated. Make way for every work of mercy, for every man shall find according to his works.
Every man shall find according to his works. You gotta plow. You gotta use the right tools to do the right jobs, man. Like the specific job that you do, you gotta use the right tool. You can't just go and pick up some kind of fucking tool and start doing it your own way. There's always a way of doing it the right way. And that's what you people have done, man. Y'all went a whole different way and have perverted the gospel, man. And all you do is attack and attack. And you know? I got let me get one right here. This is 2 Timothy 4 and 2. Preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers, having itching ears, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth, and shall be turned unto fables.
Yeah, because it's like, you know, you got these guys, Sakari and Nate. No, it's evident with Nate, but like, you're so bent on having attention, and you're just coming out with madness, man. They had this recent, or kind of recent, that video that Nate was talking about circumcision. You know, I can't remember what he was saying, man, but his doctrine is entirely completely off. I think he was saying that circumcision was the sacrifice they gave in the old time. Like, that was considered animal sacrifices. Oh, what are you talking about? He said that's what made circumcision, was sacrificing animals. You know, but you know, go ahead and read it again. You're just bringing out fables, man. It doesn't even make sense anymore what you're saying. When you're so desirous to be a teacher, man, you're bringing out fairy tales now. You're just talking fairy tales.
Because a man may have a lot, he may be able to retain a lot of information, doesn't mean that he's a teacher. I don't even consider myself a teacher. You know, I can know how to do a lot of things at my job, but I don't have the ability to be a teacher. I don't believe. You know? So what I'm trying to say is that just because you have a lot of knowledge doesn't mean that it makes you a teacher. The best thing for people to do is just to sit back and hold posts and do what the head counsel tell them to do. You know, or you know, practice those scriptures where, you know, just you speak when you need to speak. So the scriptures are on that too. Hold your peace, and then, you know, speak when you find opportunity, and where your wisdom is going to be accepted in its proper and due time. Not just constantly opening your mouth, and because you have all this knowledge, That's what that Sakari do. He's constantly talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. You know? And who you're mainly talking against? The brothers. The same ones that taught you. You have no respect, man.